This isn't just a case anymore. It's a cover-up. What is the RCMP hiding? And why should you be terrified by what they won't say? No press conference. No media statement. No warning. Just a sealed warrant was quietly filed. What happened to Lilly and Jack was a tragic experience no child should ever have. Not even for a day. They deserve justice, and we are committed to making sure that happened. But we cannot do it without you. So please join us today. Help us get to 1,000 subscribers. Like this video and comment your thoughts. Now let's get into it.
And they did respond saying that they probably should have been around earlier.
The kind of move law enforcement makes when they want to control the narrative or bury it. And it's not just about the disappearance of Lilly and Jack Sullivan anymore. It's about who knew, who lied, and how many people helped to keep the truth buried. And the name buried deep in that warrant, Darren Gettys, a name you've likely never heard. And that's not an accident, because according to multiple insiders, Gettys wasn't just overlooked, he was protected for weeks, possibly months. He wasn't a fringe character. He was embedded, trusted. He had proximity to the family, access to private locations, and now, new geolocation data puts him exactly where no one should have been. Twice, after the official search was over. And you won't hear that from the RCMP. Why? Because someone is pulling strings. It's done. That was one of the encrypted messages recovered from Gettys' white phone, sent days after Lilly and Jack were already national news. Another simply said, "blanket spot." 2 words, that they change everything. Because that blanket, the pink one that triggered the renewed public panic, wasn't discovered by chance. It was planted. The same insiders confirm. Gettys' phone pinged near the Cold Lake Bridge after the area was cleared. He failed a polygraph. He had ties to a former CPS worker involved with the Sullivan family. His car was seen reversing down a gravel service road days before the clues surfaced. Coincidence? Or choreography? Because let's call this what it is. Not a tragedy, not a mystery, a coordinated manipulation of justice. And it gets darker. Melissa Scott's trail cameras were never supposed to capture anything, just silent observers on a forgotten patch of woods. But now they've become central to what RCMP insiders are calling the final alignment. Because those cameras show movement, figures, moments, days or even weeks after searchers declared the woods cleared. And Darren Gettys? He's on that footage. Wrong place, wrong time, alone, and possibly carrying something. You won't find this in mainstream news. The RCMP hasn't released it. Why not? Why the silence? For months, Gettys presented himself as a concerned local. He attended vigils, shared missing posters. He live-streamed from search sites, sometimes crying, sometimes ranting. And people bought it. The RCMP sources now say this was performance. A strategy. He pressured witnesses, inserted himself into family friend circles, claimed to be affiliated with law enforcement. He tampered with public perception, and possibly with evidence. At least one officer put it plainly. He wasn't just shouting online. He was steering the narrative, and people followed. And while he played prophet online, behind the scenes he was allegedly rerouting search efforts, manipulating timelines and feeding investigators lies dressed up as tips. What if the RCMP knew and let it happen? Here's the question no one wants to ask. Why? Did it take 3 months for Gettys' name to surface? Because maybe this isn't just about Darren Gettys. Maybe it's about who protected him. Maybe it's about how deep this rot goes and how long it's been allowed to fester. There are whispers that RCMP officials knew Gettys was involved but delayed action due to ties to government agencies, past CPS officials, and even personal acquaintances within law enforcement. This isn't negligence. It's complicity. And if that's true, the public has not just been misled. They've been manipulated. And children paid the price. 5 days ago, an encrypted email landed in an RCMP inbox. No subject line, no explanation, just a folder titled Gettys. Inside, audio files of Gettys muttering damning things off camera, GPS logs placing him at Cold Lake the night Lilly and Jack vanished, deleted cloud backups, a single quote. If people believe I saw them that night, they'll stop looking elsewhere. Let that sit for a second. Because someone knew, and they sent that email not out of kindness, but fear. Fear that someone inside the investigation had finally cracked. This case isn't just reopening. It's imploding. RCMP has now quietly subpoenaed records from Caitlin Sullivan's inner circle. People who once claimed they were too distraught to talk are now lawyering up. Surveillance footage is being reanalyzed, and at least one source has confirmed multiple arrests are coming. And not just for Darren. This is no longer about Lilly and Jack, it's about all of us. Because if law enforcement can hide the name of a key suspect for 3 months, what else can they hide? If someone could mislead the nation while live streaming from the crime scene, what does that say about our justice system? And if children can vanish without a trace, while those responsible walk among us, who's next? Lilly and Jack deserved better. So do you. We will not stop. Because when this truth breaks, and it will, it's going to break everything. Subscribe, stay awake, and ask the question they won't. What are they still hiding? More details in the next post. Stay tuned.
The RCMP declined an interview and also refused to answer specific questions about what investigators are looking for on trail camera footage or why they're asking for video dating back 5 days before the kids were reported missing. The force says it isn't providing any further details right now to protect the integrity of its investigation.